Martin Luther King Jr. was a United States civil rights leader and activist born in 1929. He excelled in the fight against racial segregation and for equal rights for African Americans. His approach was based on nonviolence and civil disobedience. He is best known for his 1963 speech "I Have a Dream," which emphasized the need for a future where people were judged by the content of their character, not skin color. His activism influenced the passage of civil rights laws in the U.S., and his legacy continues to inspire the fight for justice and equality. Martin Luther King Jr. was murdered in 1968.